Right then guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another Euros fantasy football video. I've got my England top on. I mean, to be honest, how badly we played against Scotland yesterday, I wasn't going to wear it. But we still believe. And well done to any Scottish fans who are watching this as well. Round 2, match day 2 is almost over. I've actually just watched the first half of Portugal versus Germany. Germany 2-1 up in that one. So if you've got Ronaldo, I'm sure you're happy. I think the other two were own goals, weren't they? Yeah, so if you've got Diaz or Aguero, you're not happy. And then obviously we still have Spain to play tonight against Poland. But we've got tonight, tomorrow morning. Actually, the first game is 5 o'clock tomorrow, so we actually do have a fair bit of time before Italy take on Wales, Switzerland versus Turkey, but that is when match day 3 will begin. So basically we're going to take a look at the league, see how you guys are doing. Let me know down below how you are doing so far after the first 2 match days. I'll let you know how I did. And then we'll go through what I am doing with my team ready for match day 3 kicking off tomorrow. I think it's got to be wildcard. If you haven't used your limitless chip yet, I would seriously suggest using it for this match day 3. If you've already used it, it's then a question of, do you use your wildcard now, or do you risk it for the week and save the wildcard for later in the tournament? I think I'm going to do it. I mean, I felt like I went for it with limitless and it worked out okay. So I feel like I'm just going to go for it again. I mean, it's a wild card. It's going to last 1 week. You get unlimited changes in round of 16, so it feels a little bit silly, but I'm kind of feeling where I'm going with it. But as I say, let's take a look at the league first, see how you guys are doing. So top of the league, the Roobenstein League. If you've not joined yet, be sure to do so. Code is on the screen and all the links are in the description. First place right now is Penandez. I absolutely love the name. 150 points, 70 from match day 2. Second place, his eyes look sad. Third place, VJ the Beast. Fourth place, Bombay Boys, along with Dream Team. Basically, if you're on this top page, well done to you. 70 points, 72 points there. And if I scroll down a little bit, as I say, if you're on here, big up, get involved if you haven't already. And if we keep going down, I am in 33rd place. Although technically, is that right? Do we have that many people joined 24th? So technically, I am not too far off. I mean, I am 27 points off the top spot, which isn't great. You can see I got 65 points from this round, which isn't bad either. Let's take a quick look at Penandez's team, see who we had in there. I mean, look at that, Hernandez. Thankfully, I did not make that mistake, and I checked the France team just before making my subs. He did use the limitless for this week. Dumfries captain. I mean, what a pick that is. Well done to you. Yarmolenko, Perisic, and he's still got Albert to go as well, so there could still be more points on the board for you. So yeah, big up to everyone in the league. Make sure you join. We'll take a look at my team now. 63 points, as you can see there. Thankfully, I didn't put Hernandez on, but I was still very frustrated that he didn't play. Although in hindsight, France 1-1 with Hungary. I didn't see that coming. Big up to Hungary, so I didn't lose out on too many points there. Players who did me well this week, I had Dumfries as well. Last minute change on that one. I actually had Van Aanholt in until someone commented in the comments, and I should have got your name up, but I did reply to you, said you should go for Dumfries instead. So if you see anything else in my team this week you think I should change, don't hold back on letting me know. Spinazzola, 6 points, along with the Ukrainian goalkeeper I went for in the end. Again, 4.5 million option, ended up saving a penalty and 7 shots, so he didn't even keep a clean sheet, but he managed to save enough shots to although yeah, that was it, wasn't it? North Macedonia, he saved the penalty and then Alioski scored straight away, but it doesn't matter because he still got the 5 points for the penalty save. My captain this week was Bale. He was first to play. I thought I may as well chuck him in and go for it. The option was him or Insigne on the first day. I went for Bale, despite missing a penalty, so the points could have been even higher. He still managed to get 2 assists, and he still did get 2 points for earning the penalty, so he didn't actually lose any points there. Disappointed that Benzema didn't get too many points, but I'm also kind of happy because I didn't overflow with French players against Hungary, which I know a lot of people did. So yeah, 68 points match day 1, 63 points match day 2. That was with my limitless chip activated. We're now going into match day 3, and as you can see here, I don't know, I feel like I could get away with it. You get 2 transfers to make, or I use the wild card. You can use more transfers, but you do lose points if you do more than the 2. Just looking at this team, you know, Yilmaz hasn't really performed for Turkey. Lukaku, potential rotation risk there. Harry Kane didn't have the greatest game. I'd like to see him bounce back against Czech Republic. Grealish hasn't got a game yet, you know, and as much as I'd love to say the Southgate will crumble to the pressure of people asking for Grealish to play, I think he may well not. Netherlands have been fantastic this tournament, and against North Macedonia, I think Wijnaldum's a great shout. But again, will they look to give him a little bit of a break? Insigne, I think, is a rotation risk as well. North Macedonia, Alioski did score his penalty rebound. Yeah, there are some good players in there, and I think I possibly could get away with it with just making a couple of changes, maybe 3, maybe 4, lose a few points. But on the other side, I'm just thinking, let's just throw caution to the wind. It would be great to have a wild card later in the tournament, but I think if I just go for it now and try and build the points now before using the wild card later in the tournament when it's a bit harder to kind of target games. There are definitely games to target in this round. Before changing my team, I'm going to go through a few little strategy points like I do every video. If you have been playing the Euros Fantasy, you'll probably get the gist now. But match day 3, there are 4 days of football. Tomorrow, Sunday, 5 o'clock, Italy versus Wales, Switzerland versus Turkey. Then again on the Monday, we have 4 games at 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Tuesday, England, Czech Republic, and then Croatia, Scotland. And then Wednesday, we have a full rounder then. So again, you know, you want to have 2 goalkeepers, ideally 1 from each day, so that you can play your... Well, I do have a Turkey goalkeeper first day, so he would start. If he didn't keep a clean sheet, I'd then look at my second goalie, who was actually a Finland goalie. So I don't know if that would even go better, even if Turkey didn't keep a clean sheet, which again is why I'm looking to use my wild card. And again, you want to be looking at captains from each day. So every day as it goes on, if you didn't score, you can move it along. So you want to be trying to target a player for each day for a captaincy. And one thing that I think I'm going to look at quite a lot is the deadline is the kickoff day of tomorrow for the 5 o'clock Italy, Wales, Switzerland, Turkey. So, in theory, as long as you make sure to check your team an hour before the first game kicks off, you can guarantee 3 Italy players, 3 Switzerland players. You know, match day 3 is a risk because of teams like Belgium, who have already qualified. You know, they're now thinking, shall we rotate? Is Lukaku going to play? Are they going to bring Hazard and De Bruyne in to try and get that match fitness back? You look at teams like Netherlands again, qualified. Are they going to now rotate Depay, Wijnaldum? And you know, again, I don't know the groups off by heart, but you know what I mean. There are teams that may well rotate, give players a go. Teams who haven't qualified, let's give a few of the lads who've come all the way out here but haven't played a game yet. You know, it's a lot harder to perfectly judge each team. But in Italy as well, Italy have qualified. They've got 6 points. They're definitely through regardless of what happens against Wales. Will they now look to say, look, let's change a few players? And if that's the case, it doesn't matter, because we will know the lineups before the game kicks off. So if you went for example Insigne, Berardi, these kind of players, Spinazzola, if they get dropped, you know that and you can make those changes. So I honestly think these 2 games are huge. Will Italy? Well, I don't think they'll have an easy game against Wales, but they've got as much a chance of playing the way they did against, you know, Switzerland and how well they played against Turkey. Wales might put up a better fight, but I would still put Italy as the favourites in that one. In Switzerland, they need to go out there and win this game, and they're playing against a Turkey side who haven't been great. So again, Shaqiri and Bolo, maybe a Switzerland defender, and if they possibly don't start, you can change it before the game does. Team, I have clicked the wildcard button, and that is what we are looking at right now. As I say, if you haven't used your limitless chip yet, I would suggest using it now, and then save your wildcard for later in the tournament. And if you are using your limitless chip, you want to pretty much try and target the same games as the wildcard, except you have unlimited money, which I don't have. So top to bottom, as I say, I have targeted Italy and Switzerland because of the fact both games start where we have an hour to find out whether those players are even playing or not. What I'd ideally like is for Italy to actually announce the team and try and pick up a few bargains before the game actually kicks off. So have a look, for example, Italy defenders, if it comes out that Tolio is playing from the start, 4.5 million, that's $1 million saved from Spinazzola. Equally, Berardi, finding out whether he's playing. Striker-wise, Belotti, 8 million. If he is starting over Immobile, as I say, they're already qualified. This is a time to change some of those players around. I think at 8 million, he's a fantastic shout going into that game. Equally, I've also backed Switzerland versus Turkey players. As I say, I'll just bring it up quickly to show you. That is what I am aiming for right here. As I say, the deadline is 5 o'clock. And Bolo, I think he's looked really good. I'm not so sure on Shaqiri, to be honest, and I've not put a Switzerland defender in there at the moment. But yeah, I definitely think doing something with those two games, even if it's a player from each team, or as I say, let's not even write Wales off. If you're feeling it, Gareth Bale captain day one. Why not? You need to go for these things. And then as we kind of funnel through the team, I've tried to pick players from each day. You can see that I have gone for De Bruyne. He came on for half time in their last game, and the manager has actually come out and said that they need to get De Bruyne and Hazard, Eden Hazard, on the pitch before we get into the next round. Because the group stages are about to end. We're about to get into the knockouts, and they've not really had that much football. So I am backing De Bruyne to start, and depending on how Embolo does, could well be captain there as well. Yaremchuk, who are taking on Austria in their group, which I think is a good game. North Macedonia versus Netherlands. I've gone for Dumfries and Depay. Again, will Depay definitely start? I mean, Netherlands are already qualified. Are they going to try and mix things up? So I'm not 100% sure on that one. Dumfries, the Netherlands manager, has said that they want to continue trying to perfect their defensive formation or something along those lines. So I have gone for him again. 5.5 million is expensive, but he is such an attacking fullback. I'm worried to miss out if I don't play him. Other defenders, Digne from Belgium, he played in the last game, although he did actually have a bit of a muck up at the beginning. But again, they're already qualified. They're playing Finland, so I'm hoping he's going to play at 4.5 million. I've gone for Kjaer, the Danish defender. Again, they need to pull something off in this Russia game. So he's the captain. I expect him to start, hopefully with a clean sheet. And then as we move down to the bench here, I've not 4 million Russian goalkeeper. So that is directly against Denmark, but for 4 million, you never know. And then moving down to the bench, we've got the Spanish goalkeeper Simon and P. Torres, both very cheap. On the bench, I also have Perisic for Croatia. Again, moving on to the next day, trying to get some players in for the later days against Scotland. And Croatia need to win. They are currently third place, 1 point. That's a big game for them, and Perisic is the man. And then I've also gone for Gnabry as well. I've just again been watching him play against Portugal, and he's looking really good. 9.5 million. And again, Germany need to win against Hungary, because depending on how this game goes, it's going to be France on 4 points, Portugal 3 points, Germany 3 points as well. So they take the top three teams, don't they? So they probably will. And Hungary will be up for it. He's in there for now. But yeah, that is how it's looking. Let's just put Depay back for now. So let me know down below what you think. As I say, the biggest the biggest issue is the rotation risks of this, which again is why I like the Italy, Wales, Switzerland, Turkey game, is because you're not risking rotation players there. It would be nice if it was Italy versus Turkey again and we can just jam 3 Italy players in and make sure they play and hopefully get some points. I think Wales will be a tougher opponent, definitely, but just to guarantee yourself some points, I think they are a good shout. And then again, you know, if you've got the money, if you're playing limitless, De Bruyne and Eden Hazard both in that team, I think is a very good shout. Lukaku, if you can afford him, but I would say, well, again, Lukaku's going to want Golden Boot. He's going to want to be playing in all these games. But will the manager have a different thought on that one? Netherlands have got a good game, as I say. Dumfries in there. I'm wearing an England top. I haven't got a single England player in this team. And again, that is because we just don't know who Gareth Southgate's going to play. Both fullbacks completely changed between the first 2 games. I actually I reckon John Stones is probably the best bet for a player starting this game. And then it's like Phillips, Rice, but you don't really want them. Harry Kane I expect to start, but he did not play well in the Scotland game. So there's that. I reckon Maguire might start because I think they're going to want Maguire for the next round. They're going to want him for further in the tournament, and he hasn't had any minutes yet. So, but they're both expensive players as well. Portugal or France players in this team because it's a tough game and you don't know what's going to happen. But considering it's 2-1 to Germany against Portugal next door, and again, I didn't put any Germany or Portugal players in because of that fact that it's a tough game and it's 3 goals already. If you've got limitless, maybe you should be putting in, you know, Ronaldo, 3 goals in 2 games so far. I seriously cannot afford that with what I'm trying to do here. Hopefully it's been helpful. Hopefully the strategy part might have helped you make a few decisions with your team. Again, I would not copy my team. We've already looked at the league and we know that I'm doing okay. I think I'm top 12,000 or something, which was pretty decent considering there's 3.5 million people playing it, I think. So not quite as good anymore. People must have some players making some points today. But yeah, so I'm doing okay. As I say, I think there will be some changes to come to this team, and we'll have to just see how it goes. But anyway, thank you for watching. As always, drop a like if you have enjoyed the video and subscribe if you are enjoying these Euros Fantasy League videos, and be sure to join my league if you haven't already. But yeah, enjoy the football, enjoy the Spain game on later on, enjoy round 3, and I will see you in time for the round of 16 team selection as well. Alright guys, thanks for watching as always, and I'll catch you later.